Hi, Dr. Saxena here, and be talking about something on this particular stuff. Was talking to me about what are the dangers of this aluminium, and so I thought I let me make this segment of what are the dangers of this aluminium foil, number one, and how you should not use this particular stuff. What are the reasons why we tell that? And I have seen most of our patients talking about something. Very simple. They are not aware about. They are still using that aluminum cookwares in the form of pressure cookers and all that. So this segment is designed for that. This is one thing I can always tell every patient as thing, and this has to be spread because we are not aware. You are putting yourself and your family and others in a big way in harm if you are using this aluminum foil in the kitchen, or you are using aluminum vessels for cooking, because there is a big kind of thing. This has to go to the industry level also. It has to go to all the hotel, the people who manage this particular hospitality and hotel thing. They need to. The chefs should know about why you should not use this aluminum foils as well as aluminum cookers. So this is one thing which always kind of worked. We worked on that. This aluminium is basically is not doesn't have any physiological role in the body, which is and it has got a significant detrimental effects it causes if it is consumed. And there was a study which was done in way back in 2014, where a man who died of with Alzheimer's disease has significant elevated levels of aluminium in his brain following 8 years of occupational exposure. The respiratory system was noted to be exposed with aluminum dust, and we know aluminum is a neurotoxin. And we had in fact tried to work on a lot of ILD cases, and when we start doing something detox, trying to remove this aluminum and all that, we get a very good response the moment we start on that particular stuff. So yes, you need to start. That aluminum foil is reactive and it's not fully inert, which is being properly publicized, and the food prepared, cooked or prepared in the aluminum foil has been shown to have higher levels of aluminum than if other medium was used. The long-term oral aluminum intake could be argued to equate to aluminum foil usage for years. Using aluminum foil in the kitchen could contribute to associated later on whatever you are going to get into this process. This is this was proved already. There was they in the in the people who used to go for dialysis, hemodialysis. There's a built-up of aluminum in the blood. 37% of the dialysis patients were found to have developed aluminum associated bone disease. So this oral aluminum intake in hemodialysis patients results in high prevalence of aluminum associated bone disease. And this was one of the reasons it was highly theorized that it is blocking that osteoblast formation and resulting in bone wasting. So I always tell there is a big race if you are using aluminum to prepare or cook, and you are using wet utensils and you are using foils and all that. There is a increased risk of pulmonary fibrosis. This was already studied. This was a study which was performed, and they showed this workers exposed to aluminum oxide with extreme. They got aluminum oxide workers. They were exposed to aluminum all on a day-to-day basis. They were extremely high levels of aluminum. The lung tissue was found, suggesting it was contributing to the pulmonary fibrosis. See, this is one thing which we always think it is better to be on this side other than going to the other side. It's always better to be in this precautionary principle. You should always wait. We cannot wait for all the data, all the research to happen and studies to come and show that okay, this is causing this particular. Even though there were no major studies showing that pulmonary disease, pulmonary fibrosis is caused because of aluminum, but we, as a metal toxicologist working for the last 2 decades, I strongly believe this is the aluminum which is causing your pulmonary fibrosis. It's a big kind of thing what I'm trying to work it out, and we had seen the kind of results also when we started trying to reduce the aluminum content on aluminum with the people may say what is this aluminum foil, just a foil, doesn't it? What happens is that you put warm foods, you put that chapati, you put that dosa, it's hot, and there are some acidic foods which were wrapped in the aluminum. This in the acidic media, the aluminum leaches into the food, and the same food you are consuming, something like lemon juice, tomatoes, when it come into contact with aluminum foil, it leaches aluminum from them. So these were the studies which was not done by, it was already proved, and this cooking with aluminum foil allows the metal to enter your body, and it's not suitable for cooking, especially with acidic foods. You need to be careful about that. All is said and done, the takeaway is that aluminum is not a fully inert. Dangers occur most when it is heated to high temperatures, and when it is exposed to foods which has been shown to leach a portion of its metallic compounds into the food, then ingested. So it can, once ingested, it can build up in your muscles, blood, or organs, contribute to all types of kind of problems. Our worst, this one is muscle pains. Most of the people who get into that, they may lead into aluminum is a neurotoxin, and it can absolutely go into the dementia stage also. So the keeping this aluminum foil out of kitchen and away from foods is the safest bet. There are alternatives. You need to look at that alternatives. You should always look at something like glass containers, which are much inert, and it doesn't cause any kind of, there's no transfer of any harmful chemicals or metals into the food, however, regardless of how acidic they are. So it can, glass, once it can be used again and again, that is it's a saving kind of thing. So friends, this is one thing I just thought I'll just share you. I was talking to one of the gentlemen with this particular thing, and it was, yes, this has to go. People should understand, and our team always tells about this. We have a dietitian, we have other staff members, everyone talks about, if you are cooking in the aluminum vessels, please stop it. That's the simplest kind of message. You can pass it on to the other people. That will help a lot. You need to see that you don't get into this chronic problems and all that. Chronic disease is slightly nasty. That's the way you can keep the dis and ease. Come back to ease, remove that dis. Thank you.